So how about things like networking events out here? Do you get involved in any of those?
I don't, to be honest. I don't really get involved in too many networking events. It's something that I need to do. But yeah, it's nothing really that I've kind of tapped into previously. It's something that I'm looking to do in the future.
Yeah, no worries. All right, let's get back into how you got into Hoxton then. So you joined Hoxton
Yep.
4.5 years ago.
Yep.
What was the first job role that you did without any experience?
So I came in as Chris's paraplanner.
Ooh,
Yeah.
tough job.
Yeah. A steep learning curve. I came in with very little experience. Obviously, I'd worked in banking. Like I said, I hadn't practiced being a financial planner, although I had my qualifications behind me. And then was at Emirates for 5 years. So when I first started at Hoxton, I mean, I hadn't actually worked from a laptop for years and years, and people were laughing at me saying I used to control click, control paste.
Right.
Right click, copy, right click, paste, rather than control V, control C, whatever it is. And people would just laugh at me. But yeah, I had to learn very quickly how to do the role. And working for Chris, you do learn very quickly. Obviously, he's very knowledgeable. The team around him as well, really, really supportive. So yeah, I learned a lot very, very, very quickly.
Great stuff. So you went straight in as a power planner then, because traditionally within this business, you've got like the trainee wealth manager route, unless you were actually coming in to like do a power planner role or an admin role or an operational role. So back then you came in as a power planner.
Yeah.
It's not the typical route that we have within the business where someone goes from power planner and then into financial planner. Mm-hmm. How long were you in that power planner role then?
So I worked as a power planner for Chris for a year, pretty much, I think. And then I transitioned into the defined benefit advice side, and I was a power planner for that side of the division. So I was still a power planner at that point, but just not working directly for Chris anymore. And then I passed my next exam, which gave me the level 6 pension transfer specialist exam. So then I became a pension transfer specialist in that area, and then transitioned from being a PTS to kind of a full-time just financial planner. So it's been quite a journey, different roles.
When did you identify within yourself that it wasn't the power planner route you wanted to go down, that you actually wanted to be a financial planner?
I think I missed dealing with people.
Okay.
Yeah, I miss speaking to people. Obviously, power planner role, you can kind of get involved in that if you want to, but primarily your role is to kind of write the suitability reports and kind of more kind of the report writing side than it would be face-to-face meetings. And I obviously have spent 5 years working at Emirates, speaking to people on a daily basis, and naturally I'd say I'm quite a sociable person. So I actually really miss kind of that interaction with people. So I mean, it's been a learning curve being a financial planner, because I've gone from being a power planner into financial planning now, and it's a completely different role. But again, it's something that I've really, really enjoyed. And don't get me wrong, I still enjoy doing the power planning side as well. Sometimes that, I think we were talking the other day and saying, there's nothing I love more than kind of a quietish day where I can just put my headphones in and just write reports and crack on with my work. And then there's days where I'd want to speak to clients all day. So it's kind of nice that I can get to do both.
What is it about the power planning role that you actually enjoy?
I really enjoyed the knowledge that it taught me, because it was, like I said, a massive learning curve for me. I had to learn everything. It gives me a really good technical background, especially for the UK, to then now feel confident as a planner that you can do all the exams in the world, but actually putting it into practice is a different thing. Yeah. I think when you have to do it as a power planner, it really helps you to become a good planner, financial planner in the future.
Great stuff. So predominantly UK-based clients you're working with, is that right?
Yeah, so I have a lot of clients based in the UK resident. I do have a lot of clients who are living offshore as well, but the majority of my client bank is UK resident at the moment.
Great. And have you spent time in the UK as a financial advisor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I moved out to Dubai in 2015, moved back to the UK in 2023 in October. I'd been here for 8 years at that point, and I always had it in my head that I was going to go back to the UK at some point. It was never kind of a long-term plan to be in Dubai, although I loved it. I always thought, I'd settle in the UK, and personal circumstances meant that I wanted to leave at that point. Yeah. So I went back to the UK in the October, lasted till, I came out for work for a conference in January. I was meant to stay for 3 weeks and I stayed for 3 months. So it was, I think the cold was getting to me. It was this I just missed kind of my friends over here, the life I had over here. But yeah, I ended up going back to the UK and actually spent kind of the rest of the year in the UK. So I just recently moved back to Dubai full time in September just gone. So it's I did pretty much a full year, give or take a few months living in Dubai.